Most reviews on the flat belly soup diet tell you what it's supposed to do. I wanted to know what it actually does, so I put it through the matrix, broke down the mechanism, checked the ingredients, and looked at what real users are reporting. This is the review matrix for testedapps.com. Here's what I found. Here's what's actually going on with stubborn belly fat after 40. Most people dealing with it aren't failing because they haven't tried. They're failing because the things they've tried only address cutting calories, not the real reason the weight keeps coming back. That quiet frustration of doing everything right, eating clean, hitting the gym, and still not moving the scale, that's the gap the flat belly soup diet is designed for. When I broke down how the flat belly soup diet actually works, I found it targets liver congestion directly, not just surface-level calorie counting. That's the distinction that matters. Most traditional diets work at the symptom level, which is why you get results that fade the second you eat a normal meal. This goes a layer deeper. It uses specific food compounds to flush toxins out of your liver so your body can actually process and burn fat again. More targeted, less guesswork. Running through the key components of the program, here is what stands out. The glu-food base. This is the one that stood out most because it directly addresses intense food cravings. These specific ingredients trigger the same GLP-1 hormones as expensive weight loss drugs, making you naturally full. The thermal effect. I hadn't seen a diet formulated this way in this category before. The soups are designed so your body burns more calories just digesting them than the soup itself contains. The comfort soup formulas. Easy to overlook, but it's what makes the other two actually compound instead of cancel each other out. Because the recipes include things like low-carb breads and slow-cooker comfort meals, you don't suffer from diet burnout, you actually stick with it. Based on the breakdown and what consistent users are reporting, here is the timeline. Early on, days 1 through 7, most people notice a sharp drop in bloating and fluid retention. Your clothes start to fit a little looser. Midterm, weeks 2 through 4, this builds into a noticeable shift in energy. Afternoon fatigue fades, and the scale shows a steady, consistent drop as your liver clears out. Longer term, months 1 to 2, you see the deeper change. Stubborn belly fat, hip, and thigh measurements shrink drastically because your metabolism is functioning normally again. Not a straight line, but a clear direction. That's what the pattern shows. The protocol is simple. Eat a bowl of the fat-burning soup for lunch or dinner. It fits into a daily routine without friction. The timeline where most people report meaningful results is 2 weeks. This isn't a disclaimer, it's just how cumulative mechanisms work. The first week is laying the foundation and clearing toxins. The compounding fat loss kicks in after. One variable I always factor in is the refund policy. The flat belly soup diet comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. I treat that as a confidence metric. Companies don't offer real 60-day return windows on products they know underdeliver. It also means if it doesn't work for your situation, you're not absorbing the full risk. That's a highly relevant input. If the mechanism checks out for your situation and the problem I described is where you actually are, the link to the official page is in the description. It is a direct link with no resellers and no markup. You also get all 6 bonus cookbooks included. Go through the page, cross-check what I've covered, and run your own matrix. You've got everything you need to decide. If you've already run your own test on the flat belly soup diet, I genuinely want to hear what you found. Drop it in the comments. The more data points, the clearer the picture gets for everyone.